What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here. I'm bringing you a war recap video of the 10 on 10 Clash Bash All Town Hall 9. So, let's go ahead and take a look at that. And shocker, right? It's a draw. Oh no! Who won, right? So we'll talk through the rules of this, and the answer is I'm participating under Frog Emoji. Made up a bunch of One Hive clans. One Hive clanmates. So we won, and I'll explain how this happened. So it's 10 on 10, and you can notice some of the names down here. You got I Like Pickles, Crazy Movin', Chow Time, which is Quay, and you got SGP, Knock, Pickles, Lack. I mean, One Hive and the One Hive family there, and then versus Babes and Beaus and Beaus. I apologize, I'm not really sure what clan they're from. Let's take a look, see if we can find it. I don't think they put it in there. Sometimes they put it in their description, so I apologize. I'm not sure what clans they're from, and I won't speculate. But what this is it's a really fast pace. Let's take a look at the last few attacks here. Let's see where we got 30. It's probably going to be... It was early. It was 13 minutes and the war was over. Right about here. Who got the last one? I believe it was Chow Time got it? Chow Time got it. Yeah, because then on it it's nothing, there's no extra stars. So the last stars of the war are right here at both 48 minutes left. Chow Time versus T-Pain and Galactic Plums versus Lack. So because the first to 30 wins. And so with that said, there was everybody got freaking fresh hits except me and Mac on their first hit, and then they lost 4 of them did not clear or something like that on their first hit. So really, the war can be over within the first 3 minutes. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and just push replay, and you can look at some of the attacks that had happened in the background as we talk through some of these things here. So it's this is not new. I believe this is probably season 3 or something like that, or the 3rd time event. I'll link Time to Clash, aka Adam, who also streams for One Hive. Put his YouTube channel and Clash channel in the description. Man is very hardworking. If I'm not mistaken, this is his brainchild, or is heavily involved in pushing it. I believe it is his brainchild. I could be wrong though. I just know that he's extremely hardworking for this, and when this first came out, it was 5 on 5. Might have heard it before in the past, and it was basically all Town Hall 10s or only 11s and 10s. I think it started with 11s, like 2 11s and 3 10s, and the rules are you couldn't dip. And it's kind of like the 10v10 Clash Bash where you had a breakdown of 2-2-4 or 2-4-4. But with this is the first All Town Hall 9 one, and I know a lot of people would say that it's going to be, Town Hall 9 is broken, like you're always going to have a draw, and you absolutely are correct. We're seeing a lot of draws. So how do you determine the winner? And that's the other tiebreaker I had mentioned in a prior video, long time ago, that for tournaments and things like that, like what happens if you have a tie. It's basically the first 230 wins, and I love it because it creates a whole different sense of the game. This is not CWL style, arranged war, friendly war style, where your prep day, as we go to ×4 here, nothing but cleanup, lots of troll Teslas. Your prep day is 23 hours or 20 hours. Basically, you have a whole day to just look at, get your game plan together with your team and things like that, and then battle day is a whole day. You have life that you can balance throughout that day. You can have sleep. You can have food. There's all kinds of stuff. And again, just to recap, everything that I'm showing you is all fresh. The last attacks on these, because there was about 6 hits remaining. They might be cleanups, but I apologize. I'm just going to click on the one and hit replay. But I can tell you that basically the base got fresh, and my thought was I didn't want to. I'm not going to show all the attacks here. but I am going to show the ones on the bases that were freshed. There might be a small thing of like possibly Pickles. This wasn't the one that fresh hit it. He probably was the last one to hit it, maybe, might be. But I'm not going to show the bases that, you know, like T-Pain, I believe, took 4 attempts to bring down. You know, it was really exciting. Just as an FYI, that's how I'm doing this. But by creating a sense of the first to 30 wins, it is a blitz. You have those that are war enthusiasts and lovers, that passion that you get from, you know, inspecting a base and then hitting it fresh, and more than likely you're going to have a base. You don't. The only thing. The excitement that you get when you pull down that 3 and then you win as a group, and then, you know, the planning, all that's still there, but it's just amplified by X-fold. It is so, it's like crack. It's the best thing I can tell you. You know, it's God, it's concentrated OP-ness. It really is. Because it's crazy. In the first minute or so, both sides realize that you can't just take your time and plan the perfect attack and then execute it, right, to get that 3. It's basically, I can do it faster than you can. So there's a sense, I'm gonna say YOLO. There is a sense, but in a way, the better description of it is that it's like a giant FC where you have a FC going on in your clan chat. You know, you better hit that stuff or somebody else does when you got an FC party going on. It's kind of like that. You know, as soon as the battle day starts, everybody's looking at a base, and the one game plan is, and some might do others, and we go to ×2 here, is that you want to try to hit attack as soon as possible, because the more that you hesitate and doubt yourself, the bigger the window for the other clan on there that won't hesitate, that gets to 30 faster. That's what was so freaking awesome that I felt. That there was that added sense of urgency that only created an extra sense of excitement. And if you're a streamer or a YouTube content producer, you would think to yourself, oh my God, you know, there's always action for me to get in on and look at, which is absolutely true. So which leads me to this funny point that I had for myself. Go to ×2 because I wanted you guys to see most of them. I intended to catch this war as a live, to try to catch some live attacks live. But I don't know, it didn't dawn on me what I was really getting into. I knew what the rules are, but it didn't dawn on me until it was too late. So after I get my attack in, I realized, I'm like, there's no way I'm catching these things for live because they're going to be done in less than 10 minutes. And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, there's never going to be a 30-minute video for this type of stuff. There's never going to be probably live attacks because at least when participating in it, I'm going to be planning on making sure I bring down Town Hall 9s as fast as possible with the rest of my teammates. So the only way to cover these things is the way that I'm doing at the end here. But I just thought it was kind of funny how, shame on me, I actually thought I would be able to catch some live attacks. Oh, it's crazy. There's one thing to this. So much fun, guys. If this comes around again, and I'm sure it will, I cannot stress enough and encourage you guys to get a team together, come in and read the rules to make sure you know what you're getting into. 4 was the other one that was not cleared fresh. Make sure that you read the rules and you know what you're getting into. The only thing I will say that is really just being real is that you have to be flexible. It is usually a 15-minute prep day, a 1-hour battle day. It never on Town Hall 9. It don't take more than an hour. That's for sure. But this one with scheduling conflicts, we had a prep day a little bit longer than that. But basically, you do not have a lot of time to fill CCs. And you don't have a lot of times to hit. And if you're in different time zones, because for East Coast, I should say over across the pond, the European area, as well as American time zones are about 8 hours apart. And then if you're in Southwest Asia and thereabouts, that just furthers the gap should you be on a North American team or a European team. I'm sure that some things like that might expand as this grows, and I can definitely see that happening with other time zones to be considered in there so that it's as smoothly functioning as possible, because that's probably the hardest part of this, is the excitement that the small window brings you for the non-stop live action only creates a little bit of hardship for some of the players to participate in it. And I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying is that this is, as it grows organically, that's just part of the growing pains that will be solved for as it goes up to really maximize the value for everyone involved in it. But with that said, I said that with a huge smile on my face. This is a ton of fun, just a ton. The other thing that it kind of creates, and it's a good question, as I go to ×2 here, as we're going to wrap it up with the last one, I want to pose a question, and it's again, I'm saying this out for sheer conversation piece. What's better? You know, we got 2 versus 3 stars. I think we all know that battle, right? You know, doubles don't win wars unless you're on 11. But even then, you should clear them, right? Because 3 stars win wars. But, you know, the whole thing of doing it faster, does faster mean better? Or does it create, would you guys prefer to see a well thought out plan and execution down to the single troop? Or would you be okay with this because it does with the race for 30, because it creates a sense of spamminess in a little way, where because you don't have a lot of time to plan, those really intricate attacks that are phased attacks and things like that, they require a bit more forethought, which only works against you in this aspect because if the other clan does not do that and achieves the 3-star before you, the clan loses. So it almost creates a sense of God, what's the word? Spamminess. One could argue with that, or I should say messy attacks. But there's still 3, so who freaking cares? Is my opinion. I'm of the opinion that I don't care, because I know some people would care, and that's why I bring this up, that if it's not as clean as possible, it doesn't belong on YouTube or anything like that, and I just disagree. I am a perfectionist as well. I have no that's just Kalani. Good morning, kid. I'm of the opinion it don't matter if it's dirty or like messy, as opposed to perfect and you swagging out spells and things like that. I actually like it this way because I think it shows more skill. Just hear me out. You have less time to plan. You have added pressure on top of it. Well, you don't have less time. If you choose to have less time, it only requires you to literally adjust more on the fly and finish the plan of attack in your head as you're doing it. It's that added sense of pressure and difficulty to it, and it really shows and highlights the experience and OP-ness of the attackers doing the attack. Not to mention, you're not, in a way, you have a pre-built army before war starts. As I start to lag out here, that might just be it. So in a way, you kind of fight yourself, and you might actually be in a way forcing a strategy on a base. If all 9 bases are being attacked and you just kind of stumbled, something didn't really jump out at you, and you click on that last one, and it's not quite like it's a Lalo base, it's a anti-Lalo, which a lot of them are, and you feel like you're shoehorning that attack strategy on. It's just part of this strategy here and added more difficulty. So I got no problems with it. And it was a lot of fun, and I'm pretty sure I'm lagging out here, but we're at 100%. So we'll just let this lag out and spin. Again, I will link Adam's channel and YouTube information in the description of this video. This was week 1, or first round. Tonight is the second round. I should get this video up, which would make that comment still relevant. Lost connection, shut up. So once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you gotta be better than a double. And I will check you next time.